These are the two top figures of reality television mining who competed over 16 seasons in the Klondike dirt. The veteran historically owned the leased land, but the younger rival consistently pulls heavier yields. The Discovery Channel is currently broadcasting the 16th season of its flagship mining documentary, triggering a wide-ranging debate across social media about lifetime yields. Fans spent years watching Tony Beets operate giant dredges with his family, which established him as the leading operator of the region. He bought prime claims early on, so he controlled the very ground his competitors needed to work. A 16-year-old named Parker Schnabel arrived on the scene with fewer resources, but he possessed an intense drive to scale his operations. Schnabel rented his first major cut directly from Beets, which positioned the veteran as a mentor figure initially. That dynamic shifted rapidly as the younger miner multiplied his output, turning a friendly teaching arrangement into a high-stakes rivalry. Viewers tracked their hauls week after week, monitoring millions of dollars in raw gold dragged from the permafrost. By early 2026, fans continued to compile and analyze the broadcasted statistics to determine who truly dominated the decade. The veteran held the territory, but the newcomer improved the extraction process, which meant their final scorecards looked very different from what early viewers predicted. The internet started calculating the operating costs against the raw gold totals, breaking down every single weigh-in since the show began. Tony Beets built his business on volume and old-school mechanical resurrection. He specialized in purchasing abandoned gold dredges and putting them back into service, which kept his overhead costs low compared to modern fleets. This strategy produced steady returns during the middle seasons, pulling between 2,000 and 3,600 ounces annually. In Season 8, that translated to $4.3 million in gross revenue. Global markets shifted heavily in recent years, pushing the price of raw gold to record highs. Beets capitalized on this surge during Season 15 by extracting 5,777 ounces, generating over $18 million in a single summer. He pushed his kids Kevin and Mike to run multiple wash plants simultaneously to hit those targets. That record-breaking run surpassed their 5,000-ounce goal for Season 15, setting even higher expectations for Season 16. Owning the dirt meant he kept a larger percentage of the final cut, but it also required substantial upfront capital to keep the aging machinery functional. If you want more details about the hidden economics of your favorite television shows, hit the subscribe button right now. We track the real numbers behind the entertainment every single week. While the veteran relied on mechanical endurance, Parker Schnabel focused on pure human exertion. He expected high performance from his crews, running operations 24 hours a day with teams working 12-hour shifts to maximize plant runtimes. This aggressive approach burned out dozens of employees, but it rapidly escalated his seasonal yields. By the time he turned 24, he had already dragged $13 million out of the frozen ground. According to Gold Rush Season 9 statistics, Season 9 marked a definitive turning point when his team secured 7,427 ounces, pushing his yearly gross near $9 million. The young boss refused to plateau, choosing instead to reinvest every dollar into large excavators and newer wash plants. That constant expansion meant his operating expenses skyrocketed, forcing him to dig even faster just to break even. This high-risk strategy paid off well during Seasons 14 and 15. He maintained a fast pace, mining over 7,300 ounces in Season 14 before dropping slightly to 6,837 ounces in Season 15, resulting in high profits. Though the famous $15 million milestone was actually a combined cast effort back in Season 9. As documented on the Discovery Channel's Gold Rush, because he rented ground and ran modern equipment, his fuel and royalty costs dwarfed his rivals, which meant his actual take-home profit remained a closely guarded secret. He refused to slow down, knowing that any mechanical failure would quickly bankrupt his entire operation before the winter freeze arrived. The sheer scale of these operations collided during the 16th season, pushing both crews to their physical limits. Schnabel attempted a highly unusual setup by running 4 separate wash plants concurrently. According to search results, he targeted a summer haul of 10,000 ounces, hitting $35 million in current market value. This required moving millions of yards of dirt at a pace that alarmed his own mechanics, but it solidified his position on the final scorecard. When tabulating the pure volume shown on television, the student definitively outpaced the veteran. Beets consistently locked down 3,000 to 5,000 ounces per year, establishing lasting generational wealth. Schnabel doubled those numbers, routinely clearing 7,000 to 8,000 ounces through sheer force and calculated risk. The younger boss won the long game by acquiring the physical real estate at Dominion Creek and eliminating royalty payments, securing his operation's future for decades. He pulled visibly heavier yields of actual metal out of the ground during their shared time on screen, proving that constant momentum could overcome established territorial advantages. Fans calculated the final totals, revealing a wide gap in their lifetime production charts. Schnabel extracted a yield that easily eclipsed his former landlord, altering how modern mining operations measure success in the Northern Territories. This television rivalry exposed the harsh economic reality of modern resource extraction to millions of viewers. Watching a young outsider outpace a local baron proved that technological adoption and aggressive scaling could overcome established territorial advantages. Mining companies across the globe now analyze these broadcasted strategies, noting how Schnabel ultimately prioritized major land acquisitions to eliminate royalty payments and maximize his returns. This shift forces the entire industry to rethink its operational models heading into the late 2020s. The environmental costs and diesel consumption required to hit those $35 million targets will attract regulatory scrutiny soon. Government agencies watched these crews move significant volumes of earth, which guarantees stricter permit requirements for future seasons. Viewers expecting infinite growth will face limits when accessible gold simply runs out or becomes too expensive to legally extract. The Klondike cannot sustain 10,000-ounce operations forever, meaning both men will eventually need to hunt for deposits in increasingly difficult environments. Their output proves that sheer willpower can break the Earth, but the planet always sets the final price. The next generation of operators will need to abandon these large-scale methods entirely, shifting toward surgical extraction methods to survive the upcoming legislative crackdowns. Parker beat the veteran at his own game, proving that speed overcomes tradition in the goldfields. If you enjoyed this analysis, hit subscribe for more raw facts.